Hi, seventh graders, it's Mrs. Carlson, and I am showing you how we are going to do Wonderopolis Part 3. So, you are going to notice that when you go into your Wonderopolis Part 2, that I have added to it. So what you'll find is that I start with the standard. You'll see that you can leave this page blank. You do not need to do anything with this, but this is what we're trying to do. We are trying to conduct a short research project to answer a question. You're going to draw on several sources, which means that you're going to look at different websites and you're going to create more information than you had when you first went through your Wonderopolis. So this is just an instruction page. So I'm putting this how-to video link right here. I'll also post it on Classroom. And what you're going to do is you're going to create a research question. So it needs to be related to the Wonderopolis that you already chose. So for example, I chose, when I did this, an article called "What is a Blobfish?" Okay, so I want to learn more, not necessarily about a blobfish, but I want to learn more based on what I learned. So when I'm looking at the article, I can look through and kind of see what kind of information that it gave. For example, the blobfish was voted the ugliest animal out there. And what I found out from these sources is that there's actually an organization that preserves ugly animals. And so how interesting that there's actually an organization for this. So I wanted to possibly find out what kind of work they really do. I really don't think that all they do is vote on ugly animals. So what does the organization do? So that was one of my questions that I kind of came up with. Then, we learned that the blobfish is so ugly because it lives in the depths of the ocean. There's minimal light and there's crushing pressure. So that kind of got me thinking, well, what if I looked up some of the other animals that live under high pressure or live on a deep ocean floor? Or how do other sea creatures adjust to high pressure? Because not all of them look like a blobfish, right? I need to pick one question. Then I'm going to find two different sources to help me answer my new question. Okay, I have to make sure that my sources are reliable, no Wikipedia, no blog from your grandma. And then you are going to share your new informations on the pages. I'd also like you to find an image. So here's kind of what it looks like. Here is a video about finding a good source. I know you've talked about this with Miss Rubel, but this is a video about finding good sources, so you'll be able to click that, okay, and watch that. I kind of gave you a little how-to list here as well. Now, once you find the sources that you're going to use, you're going to paste the URL. Normally, I would have if you were with me, we would cite it. We would use something called MLA format, and we would make a bibliography. We don't have time for that in terms of the end of the school year here, and I can't give you that kind of instruction, really. So what you're going to do is you're going to paste your website here. Then you're going to say, I chose this source because. So you're going to give me a reason. Why did you pick this one? And you're going to tell me, I know it is a good source for information because. So for me, I might say something like, I chose this source because it is the head website for the Ugly Animal Preservation Society. I know this is a good source because it gives a published date. It has an organization that leads it. I know the author of each of the articles, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then I had to find a second source and do the same exact thing. Then I'm going to take the information from my first source. I'm going to rewrite my question up here. So mine might be, what does the Ugly Animal Preservation Society do? And then I'm going to put down new information, at least 3 things, but I can do more. And I'm going to add an image. Down here in these speaker notes is where I want you to write your website. Okay? So if you're going to use an image, you need to use down here for your website. Then the next organization has a second source. What are some other things that I learned? At least 3 new things. And I'd like an image, and I want you to put the website down here. I hope that was helpful. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Please ask me questions. Please email me. Please come to the junior high study hall and we will answer as many questions as possible. Have an awesome day, everybody. Bye.